And he's like, dude, do you just really want to drink some Jack Daniels right now? And I was like, I kind of do. And I couldn't explain it until a few weeks later. It was because I knew the story of why does it have that smoky taste. Yeah, like our office, we're a 66% close ratio. A bad office is 20, so somewhere in there. I mean, my whole model here is like how can we be most like Amazon without being Amazon? Like, I want to make it as simple as possible for people to buy insurance. So got a flood carrier we've done for the flood API where people can literally buy flood insurance through Facebook Messenger. They never have to pick up the phone other than responding to a Facebook bot. Yeah. See, that's where I'm kind of like at this in between where it's like, I have enough revenue to hire people to do some of these functions, but I'm not at the point of an in-house bookkeeper. But I also, we're big enough that I'm tired of handling agency. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to have to be the one to go to RPS and pay the premium, you know? This is a call with Chuck Blondino with Safeco Insurance. It's a project that I need to get the wheels moving on relatively fast. And I know that you guys are big on the service center. We would not only be willing, I think we would have to use the service center for this. So I know that's possibly an incentive. So we had a lot of craziness going on the last 2 days due to this storm out in the Gulf. Got another one. Hopefully we just get some wind off this one. It looks like it's shifting west and not gonna really come near Alabama. But everybody's freaking out and worried about their insurance, so we're dealing with a lot of that. Had a call with my buddy Andy Priesman to talk about organizational structure and just trying to figure out the best way for us to run this business. Call with the Big Eye of Illinois to prep for a conference tomorrow that I'm speaking at. And then we had a call at 4 o'clock with a big middle market account that we're trying to close that went 78% good. So we almost got the result we were wanting. So, but it was a minus the fact that there's a hurricane out there. It was a good day.
You're in Alabama, which isn't known for its high-speed internet capabilities. So how have you dealt with remote work? Have you had to deal with remote work, and what are some of the things that you're doing to start to align your business for employees having flexibility?
So we were oddly prepared for the Rona with the remote work piece. The prior agency that I ran before I opened Portal was very office centric. Most of the customers came in, they paid cash in person, everything was done in person. And I struggled with the profitability side of that, and there was just a lot of friction in that process. So when I started Portal, one of the principles I founded Portal on was, hey, we're gonna set this up from the get so that if I wanna move to Michigan, my customers don't know the difference. So we have a storefront because I'm still in Alabama and some people still want to come to the office, but we're going to set it up to where everything's done on the phone. You either pay in full or you go on bank draft. We do Zooms, we do video quotes, all that good stuff. And so through that and a lot of the technology we used, our second best month ever was March, which was the first month we worked from home.
You ready to do end of the day?
I'm not feeling it today. We're not gonna be it. Nothing that I did today I can talk about anyway. Everything is like client related, so there's that.
So content, storytelling, social media, SEO, how does this type of marketing play into building your strategy agency? You're almost 2 years in, content's been a huge part of it. Talk us through that process.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in storytelling. I'm a big believer in showing people the warts, the behind the scenes, the come up, And when I originally got the idea for Portal, it was, I'm gonna build a scratch agency and I'm gonna film everything. Not only, and for me, man, and you've heard this, Ryan, for me, it's not only to document our journey to generate business, but it's recruiting, it's carriers, and then lastly, how cool would it be for my daughter 20 years from now to I'm working on a deal right now that I can't talk about that could probably be the biggest thing I've ever done in my insurance agency, and if we pull it off, and we're documenting the conversations. How cool would it be for my daughter to, oh yeah, that's what dad's, that's him working on that deal that built my inheritance or paid for my college, But I tell this story a lot, and people that have heard it are gonna roll their eyes, but me and my wife went to the Jack Daniel's distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee, and we went through the whole thing, and they tell you the story of how the whiskey was made and how they still make it that way today and why they do it that way, and then at the end you get to taste test and things like that. And later that night we met some friends at a function. It was a carrier thing in Nashville, and a buddy of mine had been there earlier that day, and he looked at me, he's like, dude, do you just really want to drink some Jack Daniels right now? And I was like, I kind of do, and I couldn't explain it until a few weeks later. It was because I knew the story of why does it have that smoky taste, I'm like, that could be done really, in insurance we have the unfortunate obstacle of I can't go take a picture of insurance today, and if I could, nobody would want to look at it. So it's the people, it's the stories, it's the things that happen behind the scenes. So it took me a year, but now we have a full-time content team. I have an editor and a video person who's right here, and we just try to document as many things as we possibly can. So today was a classic day before going on vacation day, where you have too much to get done and then not enough time to get it done. Just honestly tying up a lot of loose ends. Going to be gone this week, so it'll be interesting, or next week going to be gone, so it'll be interesting to see how you figure that out. And I'm expecting some footage, and just having a couple, or today, every 2 weeks we do one-on-one I do one-on-one meetings with every team member except Grant. We didn't make Grant's today, and just kind of touch base, see how things are going. That's where I handle any issues that come up personnel-wise. A couple good conversations, a couple difficult conversations, always happens. Meeting with a potential partner for a project I'm working on that I can't talk about that could be huge. You guys saw a little bit of that. And then I recorded, along with Scott, a virtual presentation for the Big Eye of West Virginia's annual convention, which is next week. That ended up being really, really good, and I may send that to you to use in some content. So considering it was hectic, it was a good day. So I will see you guys next Thursday.